Right. Looks like we are live across the board. Let me get ourselves set up here. So, we getting a couple of clouds coming in now, but I assure you it is going to be a lovely and clear later on tonight. So we're just going to wait for this wisp of cloud to pass, because behind that there is a stunning night sky for us that we have been waiting so very, very long for. That big bright one over there, that is Betelgeuse there. That is one that they do think is about to go supernova. We might witness that at some point in our lifetimes there. Pluto, how are you doing? Good to see you. Oh no, I forgot to change the camera orientation. Sorry, TikTokers, you're going to be seeing us in the horizontal for this one today, but at least it's going to be up the right way. So make sure you press the full screen there, turn your phone sideways. Pluto there as well. Carl, how are you doing today? I missed you guys yesterday. I wasn't feeling too good, so I thought I'd let Leanne jump on, but hey ho. So yeah, we're going to be doing a Skywatch tonight. We're going to be looking out for the strange and anomalous in the night sky over Wiltshire today, so do let us know if you spot anything good. Remember, turn the phone sideways there, full screen that one. Samwise, thank you, Pluto. Evening, Paul, as well, and thank you for the likes there, Paul and Pluto. Appreciate those. Those likes and shares do help us reach more and more like-minded people like yourself. How you doing, Rio, as well? It's the weekend. So yeah, there is a few stray clouds tonight. That's why we're getting a little bit of that there. But they are due to probably go in about 10 minutes or so. And behind that, when I was setting up the camera, it is crystal clear up there. Lots of colours from lots of stars. So we'll just wait for this cloud to pass. And then it's going to be a fantastic night of sky watching, so let's keep our eyes peeled for that anomalous movement there. Anything that could well be UFO or UAP related. Where are we in the world, anyway, news-wise, for aliens? What's going on? I haven't been up to date. I think the last thing I heard was the claim there that Trump was going to do an announcement regarding, you know... Oh, hello, we got movement.
Zoom mode activated.
Let's zoom in on this one. Can you see that one? Look at that. Right. Oh, it's faint. It's faint. If that was clearer, we would see that better. But look at that. Well, it's definitely not a plane at that size. There, or a drone, anything. Oh, we're losing it. We're losing it. Have we lost it? I think we've lost it. That is a shame there. But there we go. First anomaly of the night there. Lots of satellites and things like that up there, which that could well be. So what we're looking for is for it to do something strange. Something that a satellite just can't do. The direction change there, the interstellar handbrake turn, something like that is what we're on the lookout for. Also a flash of a video about Free Islanders returning. Oh, so I know it's coming up to Jupiter, and I know its movements are anomalous at the minute there, but kind of at the second it's in the anomalous range of our tools to predict it aren't very good. So it's kind of within that range. That's what I've seen at the minute. But there is a chance, so this might be connected to that, that obviously if it gets captured by Jupiter's gravity, because of our predictions of where it's going to be being wrong, then it could get, in theory, slung back around into the inner solar system there. I think if it does that, the chances of that, I'm going to be going over to the Tinfoil Hat Club there. I think I'm saying it's anomalous if that happens there. What about you guys? Do you still need a higher burden of proof to think it might be aliens there? You saw it, Ria. Love it. Ah, V, how are you doing? Oh, you thought you saw a flash in A2 there. So that is this one here. Keep your eyes peeled, because actually this part of the sky does tend to be quite active for us there. How are you doing, Raf? Good to see you. Carl coming in with the likes. And V there. Thank you, guys. Appreciate those. It does help us reach more and more like-minded people like yourselves. I think the cloud is thinning out slightly now, which is a good. So the top of the screen is top right of the screen. Up there is north. I think is my destination. Yeah, and that is where the clear sky should be coming from. Maybe it's just a gap in the cloud and getting some more there, but it will clear. It will clear. And we're going to have a wonderful night of sky watching there. V coming in with the shares. Thank you. And thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. Rio as well with the likes. There. And up over there. Alan's on strike tonight. No, Alan's here. Alan's here. But, yeah, he's not coming out just yet. He's slacking there. How you doing, Sam, as well, that over on the tubes? Alan, are you going to say hello to him? Alan, don't be shut. He'll come out soon, I'm sure. There. And Gutted to be back from Anatolia there, and the stars were very cool there. I bet. Well, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. A bit too close to the action for my liking, but I hope you had a fantastic time. I can imagine the stars were doing phenomenal that way there. Oh, gonna see you over on the Tox there. Hey up, we'll meet you on this side. Come over to the dark side there. So yeah, we're doing a live UFO UAP Skywatch tonight. Remember to turn your phone sideways, or press the full screen button if you're on TikTok. I suppose the same goes for you guys on the tubes there. You want to see this on the big screen. You want to make sure that you can see the night sky there in detail for any anomalous movements. We just had a faint thing flying across the sky. So it is active, but you need to have the big screen there so you can spot them. Then let us know what you spot as well. We've got the grid there too there. Alan wiggling his wee butt on Streamline. I know what Alan will do for the clicks. It never surprises me, V. Was that the highlight of it there? How you doing, M to the C? And DJ, how are ya? Good to see you. Look, we've got Skywatch especially for you tonight there. I keep meaning to ask DJ, how is the paranormal stuff going there? Have you had a chance to get out and do some proper investigations? I want to see it when you do there. Oh, he didn't post the live. Oh, yeah, we're all thrown off. So, Alan is set to not if I don't confirm it. So, if you ask him, he'll still say what the default is, but he only posts it if I confirm it. And normally, I do confirm, but I couldn't tell what the weather was going to do tonight. So, I was torn between, oh, it's looking pretty cloudy, probably going to be a SETI stream, but then it's a Friday, so maybe we'll do gaming. And I was just undecided, so I couldn't let Alan know. So you blame me for that one. That wasn't actually Alan's fault this time. I still haven't figured out what I do if we don't know what the weather's doing yet. We need to unify the stream names and all the titles and descriptions. Therefore, you just know if we're coming on. I haven't thought of a good mashup title there that says what we're doing to new people, but covers us for the weather. Answers on a postcard. We need those suggestions there. Tomcat, how are you? And let's have a look. No, totally get that one, DJ there. But when you do, well, I'm keen to see your work there. And Carl, has the screen paused on the stars? The clouds have stopped moving. They do look pretty static. Hold on, is my mouse coming over? Can you see my mouse moving across the screen? That'll tell you if it's live. It should still be moving. I just think they're going pretty damn slow now. Maybe not. Maybe Alan's out there playing around with it there. And don't lie, you know how to bust up. Yeah, well, after him playing with a camera the other night, I wasn't impressed. And he tried doing it tonight as well. On and off it was going. I was up and down the stairs. Oh, I've pressed a new button on the mouse that I didn't know I had. And I don't know what it does. But pressing it again makes it all normal. Okay. That's interesting. Hold on, let's press that one again. Sorry, guys. If you've been with us before, you'll know of the saga of the new mystery mouse that has got many, many buttons. Press it again. I'm not doing anything now. Oh, no. There we go. Ah, okay. That makes sense, I think. More buttons there. Oh, he ignored you. Now, he shouldn't have done that. Alan. He might have had a little so. I'll have to investigate later there. The mouse is fine. Oh, excellent. Well, if you can see the mouse, yeah, I think it is. I think it's just moving quite slowly there. Perfect, guys. Press it. You're always with the pressing the buttons. We need to have some more. Actually, we need to start. Now we're getting the movement again in the night sky, and we're actually seeing some sky to Skywatch. We need to start training the tracking software again, don't we? Maybe that will be this weekend's job. Get that dusted off and see if it still works. So we can track that movement there. DJ as well, thank you for the likes there. May as well, thank you for the gifts there. A up 2 and V, appreciate that, guys. It all goes back into the stream if Alan doesn't get to it. Sometimes buttons adjust the sensitivity. I think one of them does that. I think. There's a whole button on here to make the mouse wheel click and not click. I'm like, that's decadence, that is, to have a whole button dedicated to clicking on the scroll and not. Still a bit laggy though. And may as well, thank you for the like there. Yeah, Pac-Man, I liked all the things across it there. It looked like a laser show, didn't it? Like a space battle when we did that one. I love it when the seasons turn. Oh, A up 100% there. That transition time for the seasons, beautiful. I'm really trying to embrace all of the seasons. Like, I know it sounds a bit lame here, but I'm trying to find the beauty in everything. and you know, to try and help me be a bit more positive there. And I tell you what, winter, like the January, the February, the March, that's the hardest bit. I can't find, at least, you know, in the winter, end of the year, you can go Christmas, it's cozy, all that stuff. Spring, it's cold, but there's new life and sometimes fresh days. Autumn, all of that sort of stuff is there, you know. But those first few months, I don't know what it is that I can look forward to. So let us know there. Guys, and if you are just joining us, we are doing a live, a UFO, a UAP, a Skywatch tonight there. We're looking at the skies live over Wiltshire here in the UK, right in the heart of crop circle country, and just down the road from Stonehenge. So lots of weird and wonderful stuff. We've already seen some movement tonight, but we're just waiting for these last few clouds to get out of our way, because it is lovely and clear behind it. But do keep your eyes peeled. Even with the odd cloud there, we should still be able to see the things in our atmosphere, and then when they pass, also in the in orbit slightly as well. So keep your eyes out for the strange and anomalous there. Do say hello as well if you're new. Let us know where you're watching from, and give us a follow, because we do this every night that the sky is clear. If it's not clear, we do an alien radio signal hunt there as well. So we're always looking for evidence of the phenomena there. And Choctaw, how are you doing there? Have a good one. Thank you. I shall try. I've not got many jobs lined up this weekend, so I think I have to play catch up, aren't I, guys, and fix all of the things with our stream stuff that I've been neglecting for the last couple of weeks. That and cutting the grass. Oh, and adjusting the dish for the SETI streams. Okay, maybe I'll do have a few things this weekend. I love the tracker there, so looking forward to them returning. And I hate the January, February time. It drags. It does. I need to find something. My theory is that there will be a beauty. There will be a way to embrace it. But I haven't found it yet there, so we kind of need your help there. V coming in with the hashtags, appreciate those guys. The likes, the shares, the hashtags, all of you guys tapping away does help us reach more and more like-minded people like yourself. And May is so cold in Norway the first few months. I bet it puts our cold to shame. When I'm sitting here complaining about my heating bills, I bet it's nothing like it that you guys there. But you do have the trade-off, don't you, of how stunning the natural landscape is there as well. Good to have you in. And DJ, did I miss much during the break? DJ, no. Oh, well, you missed general, awesome conversation, but I don't think you missed any good cases of evidence for aliens there. We had so many rainy nights. I think most of them, wasn't it, there? We only had a couple of Skywatches in between. So you haven't missed much on the evidence front, although you'll be looking forward to our next gaming stream, because we've been doing, did you catch it when we did with Pete, the Kerbal Space Program with the Gigachode? Well, we're doing that a bit more regularly, and we've figured out how to put you guys in the game as the astronauts, so there's a little bit of peril linked there. So I hope you look forward to that one. Maybe might be tomorrow night, but I think it's going to be clear again, so we're probably doing another Skywatch tomorrow there. And I finally got around to booking a B&B so I can do the pilgrimage to Avebury to Stonehenge for solstice. Oh, so close to us there, so close. Every year I forget. I say every year, I've only lived here one solstice, one set, but I always book in that weekend, so I have to try and remember this year, don't book in around that, and see if I can do it. A lot of people, but I don't know there. Oh, and V, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
And show yourself, he's there. Now, it's good to have you in there. May, have you ever seen anything strange in your beautiful skies there? Would love to hear about it, if you have there. And gaming is fun there. I mean, the real risk and threat of losing you guys lost out there in deep space. It's an extra layer of peril. I enjoy it there. How you doing, Through House? Good to see you in. We're just waiting for these clouds to pass. We are promised nice gaps in the cloud. And when I was setting up the camera, there wasn't any cloud. And it was so clear. It's one of those nights where all of the stars are colourful as well. So it is definitely going to be worth the wait. And we saw some action, some anomalous movements there. So when that does pass, we should be seeing lots tonight. So keep your eyes peeled. Remember, press the full screen button that should be down there for you TikTokers, and you can turn your phone sideways and see all of this, all of these lovely clouds. But when it starts, you want to see it all, and you can zoom in. Tell us what the grid reference is, and we'll zoom in on this end, see if we can spot some more anomalies out there in the night sky. And I have been trying to do the walk for 4 years. So what is the walk around there then? Is it just on solstice you're going to do all of the sites? Is there like a procession? Because I know there's like a causeway or a pathway, isn't there, that comes away from it? So is it like an ancient throughway where they're part of the tradition? Is that what it is there? And you have to come visit Alan. Some of us are still lost in space, V. Yeah. Actually, did we rescue you, or are you lost? I can't remember what the last update was there. Kate's lost in space. Poor Kate. We got so close to the moon. We did like a group trip. We bunged loads of you in on this rocket, and we actually got spitting distance to the moon. It was really big. It was in front of us. We got so close there, and we were patting ourselves in the back and going, wait a minute, where's Kate? And we didn't realise that Kate was actually strapped to the outside of the first stage of the rocket, so we accidentally jettisoned Kate just outside of the planet, it was funny. But poor Kate. We're saying it's fake Kate. Real Kate can join us. There, how you doing, Simon? Thank you for the gifts there. I blew us up too. Blame me. It was shoddy craftsmanship. Oh, I mean, I did make the thing, didn't I? I'll blame somebody else. It's Alan. Alan did it there. And Marcus as well. Thank you for the gifts. There is a long route and a short route, adjacent path, that was taken by the druids. Oh, well, that is definitely on the list to do. Definitely be the short route for me, though. Oh, that would be awesome. And I'm doing the short route there. 26 miles over to... That isn't a short route, Ahab. That isn't a short route at all. Always active. Putting us all to shame there. Alan's done it. Oh, definitely. It was Alan. His little hard hat on, tweaking with things that he shouldn't well have been there. And Raf, you're not lost. We've seen Gerald. We sent Gerald to find you. Well, Kate isn't in yet, but we'll have to remind her. I forgot about Gerald. Have we got any more awesome stories we can look into? Oh, wait, no, Kate is here. Yeah. Ah, that makes sense there. You'd have to do a comic on Space Kate and her adventures there. Off, jettisoned into orbit there. Hello as well over there on the quiet one. Enjoy the ads, Kate. I could spit venom. I've sat like a lemon waiting on my parcel, and now they have to arrange it for tomorrow. Oh, Maya. I've been surprised, actually, how good a lot of the delivery companies have been lately. For me, most of the time, we're in the 90%. But the only issue I have had, which has surprised me, is I needed a part for this computer. So I can bring in multiple video sources without USB dongles, etc. It's very useful for the sort of things that we're doing here. They're very expensive, and I found one on eBay that was suspiciously cheap. So I ordered it around Christmas time, and I waited forever for it to get dispatched, to go through the stages. It got all the way into the country, got to some depot near Coventry or somewhere. Might have actually been Scotland, so we'll blame V and Rio for that one. But yeah, got all the way there, sat there for over a week, and then went, nah, return to sender. I'm like, no, I don't even want, I want this, there's no others. Anyway, it goes back to sender, and I'm like, resend it. I have no idea what happened there. They resent it, went to the airport, got bounced back again. I have no idea what was going on with them there. Very frustrated, so I appreciate your pain of the couriers there. Oh, it's minimised, and I get away with less ads there. Just have your little screen above the Word document. I'm tiny above you there. I'm like the equivalent of Clippy for Microsoft Word. Remember the little paper clip that would give you not useful tips? The alien version. There. True Celt, how are you doing there? I've just seen dozens of lights in formation at north coast of Ireland. Oh, bloody wow. That is cool. Did you get a video at all? That is very, very interesting. Formations, depending on the formation, there can really, really help you filter out the what is potentially explainable. There, you know, a lot of the excuses of planes and things like that. As soon as you see a formation, depending on what it is, that can immediately put those ones to bed and leave you with then even more mystery. I love the sound of that. Were they coloured at all? There. And V, it says, hi, Kate. And exactly that. You spelt that wrong, Kate. There we go. This bit, you've got to reword that. Not smarty enough. And the same altitude as satellites. And I know what Starlink is, and it wasn't that. So that is one that does get caught. And I understand why people do think Starlink, if you've never seen it, you don't know what it is. Especially those early stages when they're so close together, it just looks like a bright white line flying across the screen. There's nothing like it. So I get why people do it. But as you say there, if you've seen Starlink before, the only formation of satellites there, and I put this one down to, I think it was Kate that, it's either Kate or V. But I think it was Kate that found this out for us there. So we've seen a triangular formation on occasion, and we've seen one which I think is separate and definitely more anomalous. But we started seeing this triangle formation, you know, a few times. of satellites there. And I didn't realise, you know, satellites having parallel orbits is very, very difficult there. Maybe one behind the other, that's fine. They're on the same path. They can be jettisoned at the same time. But kind of side by side, making shapes is very, very strange. And the only one I know of is this one, which is a triangular formation, 3 satellites there. And it is to do with... I think it was gravitational wave detection or something. It's a relatively new one. But yeah, but before that, and if it's not that one, then yes, satellites up there, I don't believe are in formation there. So good spot there. And goal achieved. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Simon, for that one as well. How are you doing, Simon and Marcus, as well there? I think it might have seen loads of Russian doll satellites being activated. Well, there we go. That could be another. Were they all in a line? Or roughly similar sort of a line there. How you doing? Good. Just getting to your messages now. There, Marcus. And straight line, all clusters coming together into a straight line. Oh, well, that is a tricky one. So yeah, it's definitely following the you know, that launch pattern there. You know, they're all following. They're from a single point, released over periods of time. They're going to create that like linear effect there, but I don't know specifically there. Oh, have you never seen Starlink? Not even on the stream. We've called it a few times up. It is phenomenal to see there. It'd be phenomenal to see as well when they'll start hitting each other and we're left with Kessler syndrome. I think it's my subconscious aversion to Musk there. So my brain won't let me see it. Musk blindness. That's what it is. You got to be careful on the roads though. You don't even see the Teslas coming. I don't think it was ETs. I think it was SATs there. We don't generally know about a lot of them. You're definitely right there with that one. And it's a possibility. We do have to consider this. I think, so when we first started, I've no idea what the number is now. It's going to be a lot more, but there was like 14,500 satellites in orbit. So maybe it's nearer 20 now. And I think about 10,000 of them were Starlink alone. So that is a lot of objects up there. A hell of a lot of objects. The sky is busy. Like this amount of sky, well, cloud that you can see, this, you know, you could easily have 14 or more objects flying through it at any one time. So there's a lot of explainable stuff up there that we do have to account for with it. There. I'm good. And nearly over the man flu there. Oh, don't take it too hard. You've got to milk it for all it's worth, Simon. Every last drop. There. Starling is way more tightly clustered. Well, they are to start with, aren't they? And then they do spread out, because we've caught it on our one, but they always tend to be equal. So your one probably isn't Starlink, because it's not those equal spacings there. But when we've seen it in that very tight cluster, like a solid line, and then we've seen them kind of go round a bit, and then they're a little bit more further apart, and then more further apart, and then more. So you know, they slowly separate out, don't they, over time, with it, depending on their. And it is, I totally agree. I think it's interesting, isn't it, there, learning about what we're looking at, you know, our place within the universe and what is all going on. So I'm glad you agree with that as well, because it is fascinating. But it's you guys bringing the awesome questions and the awesome bits of knowledge, just like True Celt's there, knowledge, experience there. So guys, if you have seen anything yourself, do let us know there. If you've got any questions about what we're doing, maybe it's something you've seen in the news, ask away. I don't know that much, but somebody in the chat will, so it's an opportunity for us all to learn. How are you doing, Debster, as well there? I say we send the mothership to haunt them. May 100% there. I think Alan though has got a job with Every though, so it might be a conflict of interest. This one has 0 smart in it. Oh, there. Tell everyone I said hi. Just got half a chapter left and you'll be over on the top there. Well, Kate's going to be over soon. And she says hi, guys, there. No smart. I fail to believe that. Kate. All good. I think we're all good. Are we all good, guys? How are you doing, Debster, there? And I posted an article in the Discord that even if humanity wiped out, the satellites would carry on. So this is something that I need to get my head around there, because satellites will all eventually, won't they? Well, depending on what orbit they will re-enter, because there are some zombie satellites up there from the 60s, and they are still up there, just chilling. And sometimes their batteries are dead, but they'll catch a bit of light from the sun on their solar panels and it'll power up the system and we'll get odd signals. They call them zombie satellites. Sometimes they have actually, amateurs on the ground have found these, what they think are lost satellites, connected to them and kind of got them working again. I think there's a NASA one that they got online, and there was a brilliant one. It was a US Air Force one that was doing experiments with for early GPS, and that went offline, and an amateur managed to get it back into it, get it found it, got into it, got it working again. And it had been running the experiments the whole time, just on it, doing its own thing up there, flying around. So you hear a lot of the lower, close ones, they will re-enter quite quickly. They don't need much of an excuse. But the further out they are, the longer that takes. But I've not really got a good understanding on, is it the distance that dictates the time? Because that would make logical sense, but space doesn't always make sense, does it? There, or is it some other things to consider there? I mean, there's all sorts of things. But yeah, I love the idea of zombie satellites just up there doing their thing, no matter what we do down here. But they theorise that the Black Knight could be one of these, a satellite either put there as a probe in orbit to monitor us from an old civilization or a previous civilization here on Earth. Maybe they got to a technological level and put a satellite up there that is left still and it's monitoring us potentially. Freaked out by the craziness on this, but Debster, I feel you there. I feel you there. I'll know more about the Black Knight. And V, I don't know much on it there. It's one of those things like Stargates, that it's referenced, but you don't necessarily get the meaty stories like you do with crash retrievals. There's a lot of detailed whistleblowers and accounts and stuff with crash retrievals, but there's a few things that they just never get fleshed out, really. A few rumours here or there, but not much, not many layers of detail to them, which is frustrating. And the Black Knight, I think, is one of them. But there are little clues that could be something like that going on. There are definitely lots of things in orbit of this planet that we know and we track, but we don't know where they came from or what they are. And I have a really, really strong suspicion. And it is speculation. I'm not got this from anywhere else. So, you know, it could be very, very wrong. But, you know, when you're just looking at the pieces of the puzzle that you've got and you're trying to guess the full picture here, and you're going, that's a beach with sharks in the water, or whatever that puzzle might be. I think, guys, that they did check it out, that there are either the Black Knight, or maybe the Black Knight is more of a concept and there's maybe a couple of anomalous ones, or whatever it is there. I think that's what part of the reason that the shuttle was funded there, the space shuttle, because it had that loading bay, the arm. It was up there to inspect our satellites and things like that. It had the capability to hang around to do that sort of thing. So you think, okay, they've built a craft that was capable of doing that, and you tend to find out that these big, expensive scientific projects are backed by defence, government, or the spy agencies. There, they tend to put the money in for a purpose. That's the justification, and then science is the cover, and then they get to use it there. Think of like the Glomar Explorer one. That was another one. Research or oil exploration, but research vessel afterwards. There, and I think there are so many more as well. So I think the shuttle was probably that. And what makes me also think that they were probably using it for that sort of purpose was that they had a parallel launch facility. Is it Vandenberg? That's on the west coast there, so in California. So you had Cape Canaveral, east coast there in Florida, where all of the main launches went, the public ones, Apollo, everything you saw there. But over on the opposite coast, they had, it's an Air Force base. They do a lot of rocket testing. They can launch from there. But they had a parallel shuttle launch facility. And there are images that you see this little launch facility hidden in the mountains with a shuttle on there, a mock-up shuttle ready to go. So they could have, back then, launched shuttle missions secretly to a degree that the public generally wouldn't have known about. So maybe they did have a little bit of an explore. And I think they probably would have had a look there as then. And yes, we thought if we were gone, they'll carry on recording and looking. They will. They just up there. As long as the electronics hold, you know, that is the thing. They will just keep going there. Haggis is in. How are you there? And Stargates exist. Apparently so. There's some interesting, Egyptian records there. But there's not the same level of information out and about them, sadly, there. Debster, thank you for the gifts there. And we've had a lot of Northern Lights the last few months there, and some strange lights. Love watching the sky. Oh my god, that would be fantastic. I've only seen images myself like the Northern Lights and things. I bet the show that is put on is absolutely phenomenal there. Andrea, I noticed, thank you for all the gifts as well, and hello. Sorry, I'm well behind in all of the comments now. I went on my little tangent there about things in orbit, so you have to forgive me as I catch up. Agree there. Definitely something was up there. Oh, and Marcus there.
Nom nom nom, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you for feeding Alan. And Tesla in the 1800s didn't get signals that didn't he get signals that they now think are from the Black Knight. So this is the thing. Tesla didn't record enough data for us to really make any guesses. That's the frustrating thing. But he did get signals that I think he thought at the time were Martians things. But we look to now, and yeah, it could well be a probe in orbit there. So there is this theory, isn't there, that, you know, if you were an advanced civilization, you come across a planet that's got life, or you want to keep an eye on it to see where it develops, you put a probe up there to monitor it. Maybe it sleeps until it hears radio signals, like their technological radio signals, because that's a sign that the life has developed to a technological state there. And then when it does detect those, wakes up and then just repeats that message back. And that repeat there tells the recipient that there's somebody out there that is listening, and that they're technological enough and intelligent to be able to repeat it there. And that could be what they were hearing. But yeah, specifically, we don't fully know those early ones, but because there's a lot of speculation. But I would argue that is a good chance of what could be going on there as well. Knock Shark says Gerald the Dolphin. I'm forgetting about Gerald and his underwater city there. The week can F off. Well, luckily it's the weekend. I grant you your wish there, Andrea. Actually, it was Wednesday, and we just magicked it to Friday there. You're welcome. How are you feeling, though? And most of the satellites are GLONASS. What's that? I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, Paul. Maybe somebody else knows what that one is. And Andrea as well, thank you for the gifts there. All goes back into the stream. And the likes. It is those likes and shares, guys. That does help us reach more and more like-minded people like yourselves there. Well, some debris in the mesa on Skinwalker Ranch was the same material they used on the... Really? I haven't got to that bit yet. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed there. It's how your team arrived here. Interesting. Oh, and Kate's over. You finished your smut book. I mean, I've got a little further into the editing than I'd planned to. I lost a couple of hours. Hey, that's good. You're in the zone there. Go with it, the creative zone. And I've seen the Northern Lights in my area in Knots. See, I missed it. Was it last year or the year before we had it? It was a particularly low one. You could see it in the lower, altitudes there. Well, altitude's the wrong word, but the lower hemisphere, longitude, latitude, never know which way around it is. I was typically away in a city those nights, so too much light pollution. So I'm very, very upset I missed all of those ones. And Jedi there, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from there? Harko, how are you there? Not Link here, got to watch F1. Oh, that is an early night, but hello, Harko. Good to see ya. Hope the F1 is good. And Andrea, and I just thank you for the gifts. That's very, very kind. Gerald and his assistant Brian, the intelligent dolphins that kidnapped a man to build his city. How you doing, Ben? Drilled that one down my face. Probably a crash of a test there. Next season, they are digging it out. Oh, I mean, the suspense on that one. I need to catch up. Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. Sorry, guys. I won't be able to fix Alan Bot. I'll have to be doing that one there. And we are the last wave and last volunteers to come through. Interesting. It could be the case. And the finished book is a small one, and I've been combing it for errors there. So I'm a bit bored of smut now. No, you've just pushed your preferences to like a much more like specialist area there. Is the sky clearing? Is the sky clearing? You're gonna, what it's like. We build up tolerance for these things. You're going to need worse and worse there. Thank you for that one as well there. All goes back into stream, and A up too. Saw the Northern Lights in Brum last year, like green stripes in sky. That, I think, is stunning, but I think I'd feel partly, actually seeing it for myself, partly unsettled with seeing stuff at that scale there. Started to work on a closed door one, and I'm 75%, wow. I mean, you're definitely in the flow state there. Only a handful of us made it, though. Okay, so with that, made it as in is the travel treacherous there? Because I tend to assume that that bit's now down now, that it's not a risk. But yeah, I love Skinwalker there. The first ever season, no one can dig. We all will die. And Team 9 there. As it get competitive as well. Where are we? Over on the tubes there. Oh, I could don't have done that one. So Free Isles has alcohol in it there. Does it really? Is that what they've detected? It's a party ship. It's Alan's party ship. Are you falling asleep already there? I will forgive you, Harko. They're eating chocolate. Oh my god, I've got a bar of chocolate that I'd forgotten about. Looking forward to that one, guys. There. Where are we? Back over on the TikTok there. I've been writing since I was 18 now. I've only got 30 complete. I've got 30 completed first drafts, only one complete. I feel that I'm like that with projects as well, but that's prolific. That is well done there. Any in a B1 there. There's not much tonight. There is there, but we got a bit of a clear patch behind me. Where's my mouse? There, we got a little bit here. So we are expecting some clear patches. So just look how nice it is behind those clouds there. I mean, this is Betelgeuse there. That is the one they do think is going to go supernova at some point. Any time it could be there, and that'll be phenomenal to witness here as well. But how you doing, Larry, there? Sorry, that was your fault. We'll forgive you for it. There was a conflict, and many fell. Most fell behind. Okay, that's it. Who was the conflict with then? Because I don't know much about this side of things. So, was it like a civil thing? Was it because you mentioned the other day that different? There's different sources for people kind of on the same mission. Was it the different sources they're having a bit of an argument and disagreement, working it out, or is there an external body causing that one? I joke that I don't like endings there, like Doctor Who. Just lean into it. Make that a thing. Free Eye was my delivery ship to the alien mothership. Oh, that's what's it to Starship Alan there. It was the delivery. That's why you've been eagerly hanging out in the cargo bay there, waiting for your delivery. Oh yeah, it was. Methanol, really? They're rocking it over on 3i, aren't they? There. Speaking of which, should we put on the Starship? No, actually, no. Let's not, because I can't remember which button brings us back. So we'll have to wait for that one. He drank the bar dry 100%. How is the Starship? Oh, I'll tell you, let's just see if we can load it up. Hey, it is working. There we go. We've not got that much of a gap in the clouds. We're not missing much, guys. So what's going on in the Starship? Who is in the probing room? I can't even see the list there. Probing room. Oh, Lee Scott there. Captain Blue Nose and Andrea Otis. You're in the probing room, but you are safe from Alan because he's still hanging around out with Real Kate in the hydroponics bay with me. Oh, Simon is once again on the holodeck there. God knows what Simon's simulating there. Beerbusters darting around. Where is everybody aboard tonight? Where are you hiding, Maya? I can't find it. You're meant to be. Oh no, you're in the conference room with Banana and Leanne there. Oh no, Real Kate is now on the bridge, and now back to the hydroponics. Maybe you're making a quick delivery there, or was you seeing fake Kate that is still suspiciously hanging around with A up in the armory there? Marcus, you're in the transporter room. Carl and V are in the cargo bay there, waiting for A up's delivery there from Free Eye. Alan's still there. What's Alan up to there? Beerbuster's now on his way. Can you spot yourself on the Starship, Alan? Tough. We've moved it off now back to the sky. We're hoping this cloud's going. It's teasing us with what we've got available there. Tearing the sky. There. We drank the bar dry, so I had to order more. That's exactly what's happened there. That explains it all there. You haven't been pro for a while. What, today's your lucky day? Well, Alan will be in there soon. I'll have to look for you again, Rio, in a minute there. Are we in A up at the bar? Surprisingly not. I think you and Carl are waiting in the... because you've drunk the bar dry. So you're waiting in the cargo bay there for the delivery. I'm in the armory. I'm not going to end well. Well, you and Fake Kate are in the armory by the looks of it there. So you're plotting together. Mutiny, and no doubt there. I think the clone has swapped places with Real You. What? It's too good to switch off there. You do realise that is good what the stream's going to become, just watching the Starship Alan there. And there, what's the one thing slash best evidence that we are not alone? Oh, Dan. Oh, that is such a brilliant question. That is such a good question there. And in fact, I want your answers for this one as well, because I've definitely got my thoughts. So, from my point of view here, having to trust on other people, because we've seen some things, we've seen some movements, but that's not enough for me to say definite there. But if I'm going to the evidence that I'm seeing, to the degree that I can tell that it's true, it would have to be for me the Harold Malmgren evidence, or the what he claimed there. So he was a presidential advisor to multiple presidents there. Very, very clever man there. Long recorded history of being very important in government and science throughout the years. Possibly single-handedly stopped us all from getting nuked during the Cuban Missile Crisis there, which was the most tense of times there, if you know your history. The closest we'd probably been to, having the button pushed. So he is a very, very respectable man, and then on his deathbed, as he started to get, the end was getting close for him, he was starting to be a bit more open and claiming that he was involved in projects, that he had seen things, he had spoken to people about this sort of stuff, and he did an interview literally a couple of weeks before he passed there, and if what he is saying is true, and I can't imagine why somebody like him would have any incentive to lie, and I also trust that he isn't interpreting what he's seeing wrong as well. So that's why it's so strong for me there. I mean, say someone like Bob Lazar, brilliant testimony, but Bob himself says, well, they could have fed me all of this stuff and I wouldn't know any different. To the best of his knowledge, that's what he experienced there, but it could have all been one big show as far as he knows, and he said that a few times, and I think that's a good point to consider. I think his testimony is good, but I think with the Malmgren stuff there, he's the one that would know. So for me, the evidence that we can, rely and trust on, that's it there. And no chance I'm being a goody two shoes and just doing my job. Yeah, okay. And I'm chucking the dog out from that wee there, Andrea, don't worry. So his name was Harold Malmgren. There, don't ask me to spell it, but if you want to see the interview, Jesse Michaels' American Alchemy there, he did it, and it's phenomenal there, absolutely phenomenal. So he's the type of person that, again, so even with the David Grush stuff, I think David Grush is being honest. I think he's a very intelligent, credible person, so he's going to have a really, really good judgment call, but he's still talking to people that have claimed to have had hands-on, so he wasn't having the first-hand experience there, and a lot of the people that do have first-hand experience, you've got to trust them, and there just either isn't that history or points to that side waiting on the scale yet. Not to say that you distrust them, but it's just not as clear. Whereas Malmgren, I don't think he would make the mistake. I don't think he's got any incentive to lie, and I don't think he's going to have been misled there. Like, he's got the science background, he's got the credibility, he's got the history, he's got all of those sorts of things there. So very interesting one there. And biggest bit of evidence is the fact that they hid the evidence. Well, actually, Ben, that is actually a very good point there. How they are behaving can be like a very, very strong indicator, can't it? There, so definitely there. And what's the plans for the next deep dive night? The plan is I need to figure out the next deep dive, and then we'll post it. But that should be next Friday as well. We're getting to the point there. We've not got a lot of. There's still lots of good ones, but we haven't. They're not obvious ones to pick that are going to be long enough. So I need to do a bit more legwork. That's why I'm a bit slow at the minute. There, love Grush. I love Grush as well. I think he is one of the people pushing that needle fast there. He's not, for me, I'm a bit skeptical of Lou Elizondo there. I feel like whatever he's saying, he's got an agenda, he's a company man, he may have left, but I don't think he's left, that sort of thing there. So maybe there's truth, maybe there's not in him, I don't know. But Grush, I think he's he's credible to himself there. It's just, what's the evidence that he's seen, like that. So it's not as strong as the Malmgren one for me. Malmgren, MALM, something like that. I can't spell for shite, but if you search for the American Alchemy channel on the old tubes, Jesse Michaels' American Alchemy, it's one of my most popular ones there on that channel. Raf has an itch for a deep dive. a deep field. Frey Bentos Pie. There are some I just don't trust, like Lou Alazonde. There's some I don't trust, and there's some people that I've been trying to put my finger on this, because there are a few commentators in the space who I don't think are bad people, and I do think that they sometimes bring useful stuff to the table sometimes, but like I don't necessarily think that their approaches are, what's the word? I think there's a lot of error rate in their approaches there. So like I really snap exactly, yeah. So I find so I think George Knapp, brilliant. Jeremy Corbell, this one I have trouble with. And again, it's not that I don't trust him, and it's not that I don't like him, and it's not that he doesn't do good work. I think he definitely does. But the way his interview style, I don't like that, and I don't feel it gets the best results. So, like, he's one that I don't know what camp to put it in there, because I still think it's valuable, you know, but it's not quite my style there, and I feel like some of the conclusions, you know, he comes to, I go, well, that wouldn't be the conclusion I come to. Not that I'm right or wrong with it, but he's not my thing. So there's the ones that I don't trust, the ones that I do trust, and then there's this middle ground where I don't know how to categorize a few of them there. I don't use the website from last time. The ads were unreal there. Oh, on the tubes. I haven't, luckily. I pay for it now, and it's amazing. It's worth it, but that's exactly why they do it. Put more ads to force you to bloody pay, don't they, there? And Remco, how are you doing? Good to see you. How have you been? Thank you for the heart there. Also, like the Immaculate Constellation chap. Can't recall. Is it Matthew Brown? Something like that. He's another one that I don't know where to place, and he's not one. I don't think he's lying at all. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that Immaculate Constellation is fake at all, but he comes from like a very different camp with it, so I don't know if I'm just not vibing with the thing. It's not, I don't believe what he's saying. I just there's a mismatch in style that I find it hard to consume the stuff that I need somebody else to pass it and then rephrase it for me when he says stuff for that one. And yeah, I agree. He blows smoke up about the coat of George. Yeah. I think for me, he's a bit. This will annoy people. He's a bit immature. That's the thing. And look, people come in all shapes and sizes. He does work that I couldn't possibly do. So, you know, there. But his type, for me, as a consumer, he gets a bit too emotional. I find him a bit disrespectful with guests, and maybe that's needed. Maybe his angle gets something out of them that otherwise wouldn't have. But I don't think so. You know, like, I just, you know, it's a bit of a... The offering has to be good before I... and Dylan Borland, yeah, so he's great. Yes, if he's the one I'm thinking of, I like Dylan, and this is total emotional. I'm going, I don't like, and you know, and I'm not sure why, because Dylan's the one. He was talking about the craft over the base, wasn't he? And he could see the almost a pearlescent effect on the skin. Was that Dylan? There, where are we? Over on the tubes there. Chocolate and more chocolate there. I'll save you from eating on the stream. I won't do that unless it's a gaming stream. Then I definitely will do that. No, you are. Sorry. Yeah, definitely having the conference there. A nice cold bed. Yeah, I have no idea there. I'm glad you agree. And there's one as well. I won't say the name of it there. Just go in my gut and instinct or whatever. And I think so. You know, we're all little computers, aren't we? And we're all processing the same data that's coming in, but we're all slightly adjusted different, so we come into different conclusions. And hopefully, one of us is going to be right there. So the more minds working, I think the better. But there's a chap, and again, I like him because he gets all of the details, like all the little stories here and there that I would otherwise miss. He gets them, and I think he's very, very good at that. But I don't like his interpretations of it. Like, most of the time, I go, where did you get that from? Why did you think that? So I kind of watch the first half and then switch off. But, you know, this is the thing you can take, can't you, from what you like from everything that is out there and come to your own conclusions there. Where are we there? Oh, what chocolate did you get? Oh, so I got, oh, God, what's it called now? It's this brightly coloured paper wrapped bar. It looks like the Tony's one, but it's not Tony's. And it's, they've got weird stuff in it, like raspberry and popping candy and hundreds of thousands and stuff like that. And I am a sucker for bright colours and stuff. So, okay, you wouldn't want it. It's disgusting. You're not missing out, don't worry. Sorry, I forgot we should be talking about that. But, yeah, so I'm eating a big bar of Cadbury Caramel. That goes. That's gone with me there. Marvellous Creation. It's kind of like that. Yeah, it isn't those ones, but it's kind of like that sort of thing, but a different brand. It's a brand I hadn't seen before, and they've got about 4 different bars. They're quite thick. They're very reminiscent of those Tony's ones, but they're like more exciting. They're like the Marvellous Creations there. Simon, night. Hopefully you'll be feeling better soon, but it should be a Skywatch again tomorrow. I mean, this has been a bit of a cloud watch tonight, but hey-ho. You win some, you lose some, but nice, Simon. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow there. It's kind of funny. I had coffee from Starbucks today, and I felt like crap. Really? So, is it, coming away from all of that stuff now? Your body's kind of adjusted, and then you realise how disgusting it is. Because every now and again, I do go on a health kick. You'd be surprised. And I stop drinking, like, Coke. It's normally aligns with when I'm actually attending the gym, and I'm all very, like, health there. And when I do properly kick the Coke, and I get into say, no, I don't actually want it, and then I will have a sip of it, and it is the most sickly, horrible thing. Why the hell did I ever drink that? And then I always do fall back into it there. But there is that thing when you've like deconditioned yourself and you can kind of taste it for what it is. You're like, why did I ever like this? You hadn't noticed it before. Yeah, I think I'd fall apart without caffeine. The money had saved though. Wow. So, it's a bit cloudy, but I think it's thinning out now, or is that just the edge of the camera? We were promised clear goddamn skies later on. No, that's a lie. It did say mostly cloudy, but it was clear when we put the camera out. It always does this. It has a habit. It's crystal clear, so I go, right, I'm going to put the camera out. Won't do a radio signal hunt. And then, boom, clouds and nothing more. Let's have a look at the other thing here. Yeah. Okay, we're in the middle of a bit of a cloud patch, but there is the end in sight, so hopefully that cloud will pass soon enough. We are next week, though, is looking very good for Skywatches, guys. Very, very, very good. I don't think I'd wake up without caffeine. Caffeine, nicotine, all of the things there. I feel ya. I still love, Sam, that night you described your soda as tasting like American. Yeah. Well, every time I have a can of Mountain Dew now, I do think it tastes of freedom. It's because, for me, so I had a couple of cans of Mountain Dew like years and years ago, the American stuff, but it was very rare and very expensive, so I absolutely loved it. And then went to Vegas, and I made the most of having access to American stuff there. I literally ditched my clothes and filled my suitcases up with all of their sweets and cans of drinks. God knows what customs thought of it, because you couldn't really get it at the time. We are going back 20 odd years now. But I just remember just having nothing but Mountain Dew for like the whole 10 days that I was out there. So I have that strong association now with that and being in America. It's not so bad on the caffeine. I still can have tea. Oh, okay, yeah, and coffee, just not too much there. It's the sugar. That makes sense. Makes sense. Going black. My old man has to consider that sort of stuff now. And it's going through the phases of disappointment. He goes, but I can have it. No, you can't have. Oh, but at least I can have. No. What about that? No. Poor guy works all of the damn time, and then he's not working. He's trying to keep the house together, and doesn't even get to have sugar in his tea anymore. There. And Mal there, how are we doing there? Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow there. And As the sugar content, did you? Well, there is in absolutely everything. I remember when I tried to give up sugar for a while. Remco as well, thank you for the shooting star. That's very kind. And if I've missed others there from A up V, under Nose, thank you guys for those. It all goes back into the stream. Yeah, the content. I tried to try and eat healthy without sugar. And I went through like the whole of bloody Sainsbury's looking at the back of packets and going, right, raw fucking chicken. Raw chicken. It contains added sugar. You go... It's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And the skies are great for boat watching. Hey, there you go. We could put a twist on the stream, Ben. That's a good idea. And the USA stuff you get in shops is... oh, my God. It's ridiculous what you pay per can. Insane. Although where it's becoming more common and general prices are becoming quite high, it's almost matching out now. Almost there. True taste of America. The diabetes. Yeah, exactly, Ben. And when I go to B&M, I can't pull myself away from the snack. Oh, it's the variations. I've said it before, but it's like they get me when they go, I heard you liked Lynx aftershave. Yes. And, would you like Lynx aftershave milkshake? Yes, I would. It's like you just pair two things together. You sell it in B&M, and it goes the other way as well. Edible things to non-edible product, and then you debate, would it be delicious? Like, I love Heart's rat poison or something. Yeah, you know, B&M is dangerous for me. When my gallbladder was wonky, I couldn't eat anything with any fat in it at all, and that was very bad. Oh my God, the restrictions, that is not good there. Canderel sugary is pretty good as long as you don't have too much of it. It gets too sweet. I've not tried it. Does it have, because all of the zero stuff and the sugar-free stuff, it has a taste to it. Like, I can detect it as if it is sweet, so I get what it's doing in the replacement, but it kind of has a, I don't know, there's a flavour to it, and I haven't found a replacement that doesn't have that. I can't have much of that either, though, because the kid... oh, but no good. The random stuff, it is, though, it is there. You love edibles, yeah. The different sort, though. And all more expensive than it was in the overpriced stuff in the UK. I bet. Has aspartame in it, which is toxic to us. Yes, that is. Well, it's all toxic, isn't it? I remember my friend was on the Diet Coke, and we used to wind her up about aspartame. The American soda, the sugar content is. It really is. Oh, but it is. I was going to say it is delicious. It's not. It's a novelty, and that's why I like it. It's because I've had so much of everything else, so I've run out of anything tasting different. I think if I have more than one can, like a month, I say a week, then I will start to get sick of it there. And funny aftertaste, yeah, so as long as you have less of it than you would have sugar, as far as... I have to take that as a trial, because I do need to do it there. And this one is also like proper grains. Oh, okay. That helps, doesn't it? In the sensory. Although, Kenya is even worse. It's like syrup. Really? I loved it. So bought some home. They found it 47 grams. I need to try that up. It might put me in a coma, but I need to try it there. The sugar of Fanta. Yeah, that's why this is delicious. What? It's sugar. That's what it is. Where are we? It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong, guys. There we go. Come on, Clear Skies. It's thinning a little bit. We can see a few more stars tonight, so do keep your peepers peeled for anything strange there. Oh, I'm really craving proper, or not our orange Fanta, but like actual, like nuclear, toxic waste orange Fanta. It is really nice. Yeah, it's the sugar. Just cut out the middleman. Sugar. I saw some Milky Barge. What? I have not tried them. That's a mashup that I hadn't thought of, but I could work very well there. Bounce off the walls for a week. I can imagine. God, some proper orange soda, orange American. Ooh. Hey up, did your whiteboard arrive? Have you been doing your homework? Let's spin the camera slightly the other way. Let's see if there's a better patch of sky. Hold your hats. He says, and then the camera stops spinning. God. 100% Ben, I definitely am. Ah, oh, no, it's no better. It's clouds everywhere. It is meant to pass on the weather radar. We'll see if we're still here for then. There was a really nice Fanta they did when I was a teen, and it was purple and so good. There's a blue one. They do it over here, and I don't know if it's elderflower in it or something. It's got a weird taste to it that I can never put on it because I don't like elderflower normally. But it's in a blue bottle. I had it. It was a European flavour first because I had it in Venice first, and then I saw it on the shelves over here. I'm like, oh, gotta get that again. Reminds me of holidays. I can't remember what flavour it is though. It's got to be ice cold though. Oh, yes, yeah. I can't have warm fizzy drinks. So I'm definitely going snack shopping tomorrow. Although it is probably going to be a Skywatch hopefully tomorrow. But someone better eat their snacks on stream. Anything similar in recent years didn't taste like it. Like that one though. So I had no idea what it was. Yeah, they spoil it, don't they, when they're trying to make it safe for us to drink there. Oh, it's arriving tomorrow, spent today writing your page up. Perfect day up. 10 points. Won't make you stay late then. Oh, the grape fan. So I didn't realise that American grape is very different to actual grape. So I haven't tried the grape fan. I'm going to have to try that one. But I had, what are they? The Jolly Ranchers, the grape ones. I'm like, actually, I like this. Is a weird flavour, but I like it. So I need to follow that. If the Fanta's like that, I am well on board there. Oh, what's the Caribbean Cola? Have you ever had that one? They do like a Caribbean... Oh, is that a plane? Because it's flashing. Looks like a plane to me.
Zoom mode activated.
Should we check the old flight? Oh God, wrong place, wrong time. Right, hold on. There you go. Let's zoom that one in. We're going to check flight radar, guys. See if that one is... Oh, bugger off pop-ups. We want to see. Yeah, right. We have got... That is... I think... Oh! It's unlisted. Oh, it's an Air Force plane. Stratotanker, isn't it? Yep. It's oh, it's a US Air Force refueling plane. There we go. On its way to refueling before delivering freedom to somebody in a warm country. That's my politics there. Right, let's go. Load up. Oh, the mouse is playing up. The magic mouse is playing. There we go. Right, we are back. No, it's still playing up. Right. Where are we? It is very sweet. Oh, that one there. And do you know the blackcurrant is banned in you? Is it really? Why is that? Yeah, definitely playing there. And they don't really have a blackcurrant flavoured stuff because the plants are... Oh, actually, no, I do think about that. Yeah, considered too invasive. And they bloody are. Ah, that makes sense. It's weird, though, things like that. Yeah, definitely. You're already on the ball there. It was military, wasn't it? And then it's looking for Alan. There. It's when they crashed there. They... bans Kinder. It is a bit weird. It does seem a bit hypocritical. Oh, though, the sky's clear that way. Let's spin it around again. See if we can get back to where we were. See if that's clear over there. It does look to be a touch clearer. Maybe all the chemtrails it was leaving was helping. Oh, I love it. I haven't had a Kinder Egg in years. Am I allowed to? Will I get looked at strangely? At purchasing a Kinder Egg? Oh, there was a flash. Oh, stop. I want to go back now. Oh, look at that one. Look, guys, there. There's something moving there. Oh, look at the big flash on that.
Anomalous object confirmed.
That isn't a plane. That's in a weird orbit. If that is the angle that is. Where is it now? We lost it. I think we lost it, but that was interesting. There we go. We're spotting the good stuff tonight. There. Answer on a postcard. Oh, what one is that one? Where are we? I thought that was hilarious since I failed to keep many blackcurrant plants alive there. They just need you to sort that one out. That's what it is. America's weird. I do love it there, but it's bloody weird there. It is. I'm getting more respect for it the older I get there. I was very cynical of the Yanks for a long, long time. But the more we see how the world is going, the more... Not all of it. Obviously, there's a lot that they get wrong, but we all do. But yeah, getting more of an appreciation to certain parts of it. Where are we? The little Kinder bars are heaven. Oh my god, yeah, those little tiny ones. They used to have them at work. When I first started, they had free snacks in the office. Nice of them. And I would go for about 10 of them a day, and suspiciously 3 months later they decided not to do free snacks in the office anymore and delivered fruit instead. I'm like, well, that's it, I'm working from home. So I think I might have taken the piss with that one. Oh, Niagara Falls Stratotanker there. Kinder eggs are the best. They'll lock me up buying kid sweets. That definitely was a crazy one, the flash. It was well bright and we could see it moving like that. Yeah, that was definitely good. Because this thing, to get that reflection, the object has to be so proportionally much larger to then create the flash on the rotation. So it's got to be rotating like that as it's orbiting. Very, very strange there. It is. Now it's free fruit. I'm very unhappy about that. I'm definitely bringing my drone down to fly about. You can't. 100%. You've got to dangle a little like flying saucer off of it. Drones aren't too bad. Helicopters, aircraft, drones, we can tend to... I mean, I suppose if you turn the lights off, it would be a bit confusing for us or change the orientation. But you can kind of see with the perspective because this is so zoomed in. Birds and things. But, yeah, the distance... Kinder Bueno bars are amazing. Yes, they are. They are. And also dangerous. I will eat a whole multi-pack of those. No regrets. No, lots of regrets, what am I saying? Oh, there we go. We've had 2 moving objects tonight and a plane. Still not as clear as it was earlier, though. I'm just going to spin the camera a touch back so it's kind of brightened here. I'm going to get it back to being a bit darker, less yellow there. So sadly, Beetlejuice is behind me now. Now, you guys can't see it, but literally just on the... Actually, can I spin it up? Will it go that way? Will it go this way? Try to see if we can get... I think that's Jupiter. There we go. You guys should be able to see it now, just coming in. There you go. I think that one's Jupiter. Big and bright. Massive there. V coming in with the hashtags and the shares. Thank you, V. That is how we reach more and more like-minded people like yourselves there. Flying about for a replica of Alan attached to the drone. I mean, hours of fun. Hold on, where's my little model that I broke the antennae off of immediately? Just got to get yourself a little flying saucer like that, dangle it on the string below the drone, right in front of the camera. Ah, definitely worth it. I still need to put a little satellite model there as well. But yeah, look how big. I think that's Jupiter. Let's have a check. If you are joining us, guys, we're doing a live UFO, a UAP, a Skywatch tonight. Coming to you from Wiltshire, right in the heart of Crop Circle country. And just down the road from Stonehenge. Right, Jupiter, where are you? Yeah, that's Jupiter. Yeah, that is Jupiter. There we go. Which is somewhere where Free Atlas is around there now, isn't it? Approaching. Not too far from it there. All Mars and Mercury are close at the moment. I need to check where they are. Is Mercury visible? Or is it far too small to ever be visible for us? Snack chat. Snack chat is an essential part of the night. Oh, I dropped it. I can't be trusted with nice things. There we go. Where are we? Let's get that going there. Thank you. I got a parcel today actually from some nice gentlemen who I was on their podcast. Was it last week or something? They sent me some bits over, and it was addressed to Sam UFO. So my postman is probably already thinks that I'm crazy. The post office definitely does. This is a small town. So that works for me, V. Thank you. And it's how well does battered Mars bars travel in the post? Asking for a friend. It's near the sun at the moment, so you can't see Mars and Mercury at the moment. So yeah, it was this time of year. I said, just moving here, looking up and going, wow, the sky. We should do something about this. I wonder if other people want to see it. That I was noticing Mars and having these epiphanies. I saw Beetlejuice and going, oh my god, the colours. But Mars was there too, so it must have been a little bit later on in the month there. Just remember my dad showing me a sunspot with a telescope and shining the light onto paper. Wow! Oh, that is cool. God, he must have been into his astronomy then, if he was able to do all of that. That is cool. The sun is one thing that I've never really paid much attention to. Just take it for granted. It's too bright to look at. The aliens aren't going to be coming from there. Or maybe the sun is sentient. Smack bang between the Gemini constellations, just above Jupiter. Let's have a look. Where is the Gemini? My little thing. All right, Jupiter, you are there. No, I don't want to know about that bit of space junk. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is very, very close. A little bit off the screen, but not by much from what you guys have got there. Thank you for the heads up there. I was that weird kid that used to look at, hey, it's an Alan. He's just as much trouble as an Alan. Thank you there, Aramco. I like Alan, the little lady in there. Thank you. Where else? I was that weird kid that used to look at it because everyone told me not to. Obstinate, I think it's called, Kate. Yeah, you sound more like my little brother, and it's a good quality. Don't ever lose it. We need people like that. Can I request the deep voice again? Wait a minute. What did I do for the deep voice? What bit did I do? I'll do requests. Do the shipping forecast. Maybe we could do our own. It'll be the space weather shipping forecast. I'll get all the pronunciations wrong. Where are we? No, we are up to date. Well done there. I am the one to press the big red button that says do not press. Yes, 100%. I've ordered, speaking of big and red, this was my little treat that I shouldn't have treated myself to this month because I'm trying to be good. But I did because it come up there. But I have ordered the red phone, but like the red phone from the Cold War, or is one of a few there that would have been used to give the attack warning red, you're going to get nuked. There were a few of them, and I have managed to get my hands on one of them, so I think that's quite cool. So we'll be integrating a red phone into the stream. I'm not sure how yet, but I have to justify it. Put it down as a business expense there. And yeah, I think if you went all Barry White, you would have an influx of ladies in the chat there. Thank you. I hate my voice. It's so nasally. It is, it's horrendous, man. I need to put it on. do some vocal coaching. And do you reckon I'll ever be able to image the inside of a black hole with just a mobile phone camera? There. Who sent that? I should have guessed it was V. Thank you. Just humbling me there, bringing me back down to reality there. So, to image the inside of a black hole. So, I think there's going to be a strong requirement there, mainly because we can't really image black holes at all, because they are the absence of, aren't they? We can image the light and the objects interacting with around them, and then we can kind of guess, can't we, the how big they are by their gravitational influence there. So I think it's a good question, but yeah, I think you would be. But then also the inside would be tricky, because then nothing can leave a black hole. No information can leave a black hole there as well. So like the information, which would technically be what is within a black hole, can't technically leave it. That light from it for your camera to capture. So even if we had super powerful cameras or mobiles there, I don't think we'd be able to. But there is something called is that a flash? No, it's a twinkle. There's something called Hawking radiation, which is the only thing that black holes do emit directly, and that's kind of a new discovery, and it kind of throws things a bit there. Oh, really? Is your daughter into that as well? That sort of stuff? Because I'm a bit weird and geeky for the Cold War stuff. That was one of my previous interests for that. So I've got the little speaker box and stuff that they would have in police stations and pubs and like town halls and things like that. And they used to be wired into the speaking clock phone network, and it ran on a separate frequency. That's where the attack warning alarm would come through from there. But the actual other end of it, the end that sent the signal, they never come up. But I managed to get my hands on technically part of it, just the red phone receiver part. I'm like, that'll have to do us close now. I thought that was cool. Big red phone that would have been there for the end of the world, to be displayed on stream, pride of place on the shelf. Yeah, well, no, I've got to have it here. I've not got much desk real estate there, but I'm thinking kind of like with Deal or No Deal, when the banker rings, we can get some more sounds. And it can, hello? Yeah? No. We could do something like that. There's going to be some play on it there. Sounding good in Bobby Scotland. Exactly. Thank you, Pluto. Always there for the support. And was on my daughter-in-law's live battle earlier, and there were alien treats, but I can't see them here. They just removed them for us. Is that what it is? Is it personal? Is TikTok taking it personal now? And I'm not too sure about that there. Apple can work wonders there, Archie. I mean, you're right, they can work wonders. I don't know if they're quite there yet. We might be in a black hole V, exactly. The mathematics that describes the singularity, the very centre of the black hole, to its outer edge, the event horizon there. The maths that describes that space is also the same maths that describes from the outer edge of the event horizon to the rest of the universe. And we could there, if a Big Bang... what's the other end of Big Bang? A big collapse is the infinitely dense point exploding out. Well, black hole is the infinitely dense point being pulled in, isn't it? So I think there could be some stuff to that there. And surely if they put enough stress on their devs, they could do it. Oh, I don't know. They're getting a bit like unionised, aren't they now? So you never know. But maybe put it on their poor factory workers. Maybe they could squeeze it out there, Archie. The Cold War East Germany. She is obsessed there. Well, must love her living in this country at the minute. It's getting very... I'm noticing the flags at the minute. But East Germany, yeah, that is fascinating. Anything about that sort of time. Wouldn't want to live it, but there is a weird obsession with it. I have got far too much crap of radiation detectors and things like that. I have no idea why. All of that stuff. If she wants to start a collection, give me a call. I need space. Alan's ex-wife is... Yes. Yeah. That could be, yeah. Clearly... clearly some there. I was well excited. They were back. Well, that's not for Alan. No, he's been taken. I do think it is personal. I do. I think we've offended somebody specific at TikTok there. And they've put us in on the naughty step. Sorry, if I said come across wrongly, it seems like I joined Info. Not at all, Archie, not at all. How have you been anyway? There. The East Gem story about the summer holiday friend alien encounter is truly harrowing. Oh, which one's that? Which one's that? Because I know of a few. Oh no, they're not. They're Swedish ones. They're Swedish ones that I'm thinking of. I don't really think I know of any Cold War journals. Please tell us more. We'd like a good bedtime story for that one. And I'm in, I'm out. So hope everyone's a wonderful night. Hello, Agent X, if you're still here. Hope you have a good weekend there. Off to a chat and alien hunting whistleblowers now. Oh, let us know what you find out there. Ah, thanks there, Archie. And no, we are up to date. Thank you for the heart there, Mr. X. Oh, look at that. That is clear sky up there. Can we move the camera a little bit more? Can we get a bit more of that and less of that cloud? Come on. A little bit more camera. The little camera that could. Yeah, that'll do. Have the cloud behind me. There we go. Right. Why is that? Oh, sorry, guys. I've pressed the wrong button. What is going on with... Oh. There we go. I left it zoomed in. No wonder I couldn't bloody do anything there. I just cranked the brightness a touch. There we go. That'll do. There we go. Stars. Little glitch already, yeah. Camera's way of giving you the finger. Don't patronize that camera. I'm worried. I'm worried it's on its way. I still had the fight with it earlier. Set your archery equipment up and costume. Oh, very nice. I used to be okay at archery. I might need to learn that skill again for when we all go feral. For when the world ends. Not for hunting, I couldn't do that to an animal, but for humans. Ah, Archie. No worries, thank you for looking, though. Do you know the gist of it? Because I do love a good story. Even if it's wrong, doesn't matter, we like a good story. Look at all of those damn stars. You can really tell the difference on nights where it's, you know, when that light pollution from the moon is coming in and you just can't see the sheer number of them. Stunning. Stunning. There. For humans. Exactly, V. Not you guys, obviously. Oh, flash in C1 there. Hello. Good eagle eye. Right, where's my cursor? I got a mouse that works across all screens and I still lose it. There it is. Right, C1. This box here. Can we see a repeat of the flash? It's a bit of twinkling, but not... can I zoom in? Which button did I set to be the zoom? Oh. I've done it wrong again, guys. Hold on. There we go. You are set to zoom. There we go. I think it's this one I zoomed in too much there. Well, it's just... Oh, what? Just above the sea. Okay, so that was... Hold on. Ah, it's right on the edge here. Okay. Oh, no, no. Oh, it's right on the... About around that area, so... I'll zoom in on this bit here, so it's probably more the middle bit there. And as you turn the screen brightness up, I can turn the brightness up, but just not as nice. Yeah, Carl's been here. Ever so slightly, V. Don't jinx it. Can we see a repeat? See lots of twinkling. I'm not seeing a clear flash. But it might be on no long. I think the one time we had one that was on like a 2-minute cadence, wasn't it? I'm going to zoom back out in case I'd got the wrong area. If we turn the brightness up a touch. There you go. You're seeing a little bit of cloud down here now. But that'll help with that twinkling. above the sea, around this sort of area. Oh, there's a bit there. That's some twinkling, I think. Very pretty. Can't wait to get Vega back in shot. Big, bright and purple. Shouldn't be long now, guys. Where are we? Let's let's watch that go up. No, we're all there. So, what's everyone's weekend plans other than joining us for Skywatches when it allows? Just checking. Anyway, getting distracted. Sorry, guys. I just missed a pretty pink bow. What? Typical. I got distracted. Sorry, guys. Oh, no, it's there. It's there. It's still there. Hey. It's very pretty. Thank you, V. Oh, you put a second one up for... Thank you. I like that. That could be a permanent thing there. Oh, what one did you go for, Ben? My daughter's birthday is Monday and Tuesdays there, so we're having a shopping spree this weekend. Oh, I hope they have a fantastic time. That one, you have to remind us to say happy birthday to them there. Writing on post-it notes. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow there, and then Sunday. Kew Gardens. Oh, very nice. You know, years I've been meaning to go to Kew. Always something comes up. Years. Every few years I'll go, oh, yeah, I was going to do that. I'll book it in, and then something comes up. So I've never actually been. Oh, Attack Shark X28. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Is that like a gaming one? I saw a keyboard ages ago. What was it called? It was like a metal cased one. And it looked like of a vintage computer you'd see in the Soviet Union. It was really big and blocky. And I was like, that's cool. But that's far for me there. And oh my god, this is an expensive month. It's like same as my old man with his 1,000 feral children as well. It's about March. Hold on, what's 9 months before March? June. What happens in June? There's 3 birthdays then as well. I've never been there, and only because they have pigeon jelly cats, and I need to have one. I'm not. I was going to say I'm not one for collecting. I'm for collecting useless things. I've been really getting into videos of people opening Pokemon cards, though. I was never into it when I was younger. I'm not into it now, but there's something about watching people get excited when they get a shiny one or whatever it is. I'm like, actually, I could see me spending some money on this. But no, I will resist. I will resist there. Neil, how are you doing? Thank you for the heart there. 4 days difference. They say about June. Something's in the air in June. Summer solstice. You need something else to do that night. Yeah, that's what it is. And greetings from how is Neil? How is your skies? Are they as clear? Or are they clearer than we've got here? Oh, no. Oh, I know. It's never appealed to me before at all. I'm not a gamesy person at all, or anything in that sort of way. But it must just be like the gambling aspect of it that's pressing buttons. You know, the sheer, win mechanisms. That must be what it's doing there. They do. Oh my god, they're insane. Luckily, there's nowhere around here that sells them. But I could see myself being appealed to that. Lovely and clear here. Currently, fishing. Sat out looking at this. Oh, that sounds lovely and relaxing there, Neil. Have you spotted anything strange in those skies there? Ah, Jack, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Hope you've been well. Yeah, we've had a long run of cloudy nights, so you've not missed much. We've had a lot of clouds and a lot of alien radio signal hunts there. I hope you've been well. There's a huge spider in my bathroom. Oh, V, buckets then. Buckets it is, or you've got to go out for the bush. I had a horrible spider. You can tell it's getting warm. I saw one bee earlier today. Bees are fine, obviously. But they do take over my garden. But I had the audacity to come into my office and turn the light on, and this big spider just went across the wall to like my corner of kit. That one there. So somewhere behind there is a spider, and that's now his stuff. And I'm like, oh dear. Oh dear, I'd forgotten about that. Forgotten about our little visitors. Visitors that live the funnel webs or tunnel webs, whichever ones they were there. I bet V did. Did it scream there? Slammed the door shut. Did it go, do you mind? I'm in here. Oh, I know. They don't listen though. Baz getting bigger and wearing the job now boots there. Oh, hobnail boots. That's what I thought. The spiders definitely, yeah. They take over the place. They are grim. I thought like maybe the cold weather would kill them off, but I think they're hardier than that. Massive house spider. Oh, that was cool. Clip that one. There we go. That was a nice shooting star. Who needed the shooting star stamp for their passport? There we go, guys. That was pretty. Spiders that look like huntsman spiders that come out this time of year. I mean, I don't like those ones, but they're not as bad as the ones that we have. I think they're tunnel webs, not funnel web, but basically they create like this funnel of a web, hence the name, and they just sit inside it. So like, if you imagine like a drill hole where you've drilled something into the wall years ago, but it's just sitting there. They live in there, and they create this funnel in and around it, then just kind of capture things that come by. But their legs stick out, and I'd never seen these before. When I first saw them in like the door, like my porch of my house, there's lots of these screw holes where there was post boxes hung previously or whatever, and I just saw these little black things sticking out. I was like, what the f***'s that? I thought, oh, is it kids? Are kids playing out and they put in fake spiders? Because it just didn't look real, these long fluffy legs hanging out. But then they warm up and they come further out. You're like, ugh. And you look at pictures online, don't, because they're big and they have a luminous green fangs, and they're like much bigger because they're jammed in the hole and you only just see the legs. And then I realised I had some on the back door of the house as well that were bigger, and I'm like, I'm penned in both sides, and I didn't deal with it through the winter because I'm like, I'll ignore the problem. And now we're getting to that time and I am full of regrets there. So guys, if you are just joining us, we're doing a UFO UAP Skywatch tonight, live from Wiltshire, right in the heart of Crop Circle country, just down the road from Stonehenge. So let us know where you're watching from tonight, and if you spot anything good, we can zoom in. Just tell us the grid reference there. Oh, was that a flash? Where's my cursor? Was there a flash just in this area, guys? Let me catch up. There. And Adele there. I had a spider in my room. Freaked out when it and my partner tried to get it, and it fell on my foot. I've had them fall on me whilst sleeping, and the problem is when you haven't, not in this place, the last week we had an infestation of the false widows. You like, I have to now get out of bed and make sure it's gone and it's not in the sheets or anything like that. A lovely shooting star there. They come indoors when it's cold. They're not allowed in the house. And I have to catch it now and put it in the summer house because I don't want it to die. I'm the same. I don't actually want to hurt them. But and imagine being on a spaceship and you've got a airlock. Just everything I just said about not hurting them out the window. Airlock there. I chatted to someone on here who breeds jumping spiders and keeps them in a homemade doll's house. I mean, I like the juxtaposition there. Children's Toys does Spider House, but not in my house. Oh, and yeah, oh, they are, Jack, they are grim. And that's exactly the sort of place they would hide. Oh, and they're massive as well. I didn't know we could get them in this country. Oh, we can. There. It's amazing. It is. I mean, you're here tonight with a nutter that sits in the green room every night staring at clouds. Or listening to static. So you can meet all the interesting people here. Shiny UV light on one and it glows anyway. Post it to the Discord. That'd be so cool. I'm not going near enough one. I will post when they come out again. I will post pictures, but I had to do a warning on them though. I came in here 2 nights ago and it was alcohol and teens and Leanne's art night. Yeah, yeah. We do a range of things, all UFO themed. One night, a big one went scurrying across the wall above mine and Hub's head. When we'd got into bed. Get out of bed, that one. Fanta, Kinder eggs and spiders. I mean, we do go on some weird tangents. The other night, plastic straws and cultural PTSD. Now it's spiders and high sugar Fanta. I had to turn the entire room over and hoover it up before he could sleep. And understandably so, Kate. Understandably. Leanne isn't as bad with spiders as me. The deal is she catches them and I release them. That works because the idea of them falling on me or anything like that, there. I don't jumping spiders. I don't mind watching them. They look sweet, but no way I could have one yet. There are a lot of spiders that do look sweet, and I feel similarly about crabs. They kind of creep me out. But I think that they're adorable. It's weird. I can't touch one. No ghosts or spiders in the house. There was something else we added to that last night, didn't we? What was that? I can't remember what it was. It was no ghost and there was something else there. Ah, Nettie, no, I haven't had a chance. I need to use Leanne's Facebook, basically, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But I will try for that one. Thank you for the reminder. And I've got the weekends. Hopefully I'll manage to tackle it then. And I can only touch spiders with my Hawkeye gloves on. Choose superior. Yeah, like, I don't know, Agent X, you might get turned into Spider-Man if you're lucky. Unfortunately, he's made all the ferals of the same opinion, so anyone... Oh, they see, that's the thing, you know, if you've got kids, you can pass it down to them, train them to deal with it there. You have to go hunting, you've got a job. Keeps you busy, Kate, you know, all that free time you've got, at least now you've got something to fill it with, hunting spiders. I'd forgotten about the one in here, and now I'm kind of like looking over my shoulder going... Is it back? Hold on, noisy water bottle time. Oh, don't V. Don't screenshot that either. Oh no, it isn't. Flamethrower is not unnecessary, Kate. It's perfectly apt for a spider infestation. That's it. Oh no. My neighbour knows if I have a Hoover on at 3 AM, I'm chasing spiders. Yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't want to hurt them unnecessarily. I just don't want them anywhere near me. Oh, grim. How is the sky tonight? Are you guys keeping attention to this? I keep forgetting. I've got the Steam store open, and the Sims collections are actually on sale now, so I might go down the nostalgia route this weekend. Oh, that's good. They're bundling them both together. Interesting. That is the same price as the bundle. Basically the same price. Getting distracted. If I'm not on tomorrow night, it's because I've got distracted playing a game. Spiders are from Mars. Oh, don't. I mean, we may find out, mightn't we, that there is... We have such a diverse range of environments. Excuse me. We can trace the lineage back genetically to, like, you know, do they call it, the eukaryote, the universal common ancestor, and it's basically just a multi-celled organism, and so we can kind of trace a lot of these things back. Not that there aren't gaps here and there, so it does look like we're all from the same genus of life, but it doesn't mean that we all technically didn't evolve elsewhere. Maybe that initial genus instance of life was another planet years ago. You know, it does seem odd how diverse the range of environments and species that we have here. When you look out at least to the rest of the solar system and the exoplanets that we have identified, they all seem to be quite similar to our other. You know, Mars is a sandy rocky world. Venus is a high pressure gas hellhole. You know, it's all of that sort of stuff. Acidic hellhole, I should say. And the other places do look like that, so maybe there is something special to us here, and the range of species that we have. Maybe we've all come together from somewhere. My neighbour knows too, usually because of the screaming. It's like an orchestra of screaming with all of them. You've still got the bad clouds. We've got a couple coming in now. Yeah. Mark 33 Hoover for spider hunting, the backpack one. There, quote of the night. I'm quite fond of the crabs. Yeah, okay, Pluto. That's okay. The things that I've said, that probably is up there, yeah. Can we go on a spider hunt once? No. I try not to disturb them, and they try not to disturb me. The spiders aren't the end. Well, it could well be. It could well be. The Mexican yawn. Have a long, a slow, good yawn. It caught me, that one. It caught me. Got me again there because you mentioned it. Can't yawn on the screen. You'll see how many teeth I don't have. They're the Kinder Egg hunt. Cute jumping spiders as pets. They do look cute, but on TV, and that's it. Go bunker expo and capture spiders. Oh, I mean, yeah, they are full of them. Cute little voices in the video. On the videos, fine. Not in the house. No spiders in the house. That's the rule. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, sorry. Distracted again, looking at my shopping basket. Where's TikTok there? Get that up now, I won't get distracted. Yeah, a little wisp of cloud coming in. But we got a good time, didn't we? We got a few minutes of sky in tonight. Let's move this a little bit to avoid that cloud for as long as we possibly can. Let's look at that beautiful speckled night sky there. How you doing, Shannon? Just see you pop up there. Hi. So yeah, got some sky for once. Tomorrow is meant to be good for sky watching as well. But let's have a look, because I checked the week ahead, and there are meant to be some very good nights this week coming up if the weather holds. So tomorrow should be a good night for sky watching, nice and clear. Sunday, cloudy rain. Monday, clouds. Tuesday, lengthy clear spells. Wednesday, clear and no moon as well, so that'll be pretty damn dark. Thursday, clear, nice. Friday, clear spells again. So yeah, we're gonna have a couple of days of crap, but yeah, tomorrow should be good for a Skywatch there as well. And then it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. If we're lucky, we're gonna have a nice run there. I'm going to spot lots of anomalous things. We've had a handful of things. We had a shooting star tonight, had a plane, had two objects moving, didn't we? So, you know, there is some activity. It's starting to come back, guys. It's starting to pick up. Can we zoom in on that purple one? Hold on, where's my cursor? That's nice and purple, isn't it? Kind of reminds me a bit of Vega, but I think Vega was much, much bigger and much brighter. Oh, there's a... Just down there, did you catch it, guys? I think that's a very faint shooting star. This is a nice orange one. Let's have a look at that one. Is it going to stay orange? Yeah, a little reddy orange. Are we getting that? These two. Got any good clusters? No. Oh my god, it's getting me. I don't think we're much for this. Oh, where is my cursor gone? There it is. Loves me loads, but not enough to accept spider videos. We should do Tommy Knocker now. Oh, the old crew will be back. That's true. He pops in occasionally. But I say, I've never seen you both in the room at the same time there, Agent X, so I have suspicions you are the same person. But in disguise, obviously. Is that another flash? Cursor in this area. C1. Exactly where Carl spotted earlier. So I might have spotted your one there, Carl. It's in a very slow rotation. It's getting the better of me, guys. Is that cloud even moving? The one behind me here? Where's my cursor? Put that there. We'll see if it moves. There. Ah, exactly the same place. Well, you eagle-eye catching that one earlier. I wonder what that can be. If that's static. There. And I've been walking a lot with summer on the way. We've been prepping a new area of woodland. Oh, awesome! That sounds quite cool. Actually, you know, especially summer or when you're getting into spring. There, working outdoors, it's got to be lovely. Not without challenges. I don't do well in the cold and the wet, but I don't do being damp. Oh, but other than that, I love to be outdoors. Yeah, the clouds are moving slowly. There. Tommy asked me if I could do a documentary on me for Scottish TV. There. Is Tommy someone I should interrogate? How good? Yes, definitely. You're the same person. Don't pretend otherwise. Let's go back into that purple one. Don't even know which one star this is. Lovely. Look at the glow on that. How far can we get in on that? It doesn't look real when you're like that. It's not even circular. What's it playing at? Yeah, but offered a managerial role to... Ah, congratulations, Shannon. There, that's pretty cool. It's not like paperwork managerial, though. You're not going to spend all your time in the office and sacrifice being of nature. But it sounds pretty good. Well done. Is the colour of the star what gases are burning? Basically, yeah, I think so. By Beer Buster. That's my understanding, anyway. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. Have you had many lives? But I am currently a Yorkshireman. I've had many lives, but I'm currently a Yorkshireman only. And occasionally, Tommy, Scotland. Occasionally. When the moon is full. It is stunning there. It ain't starring. Yeah, I ain't doing it. Part of Scott at some point. I mean, when you start getting up as north as you are, I mean, the definitions blur. I've always said Hadrian had the right idea. Just should have built the wall a little bit lower down. Come on, cursor. What are we looking at here? What's this one? Still a bright white one there. Some yellows. Oh, well, congratulations, Shannon. Even being offered is good. But you do what's right for yourself. But it sounds cool. Spoke to someone today who said the moon is a large UFO, and that's why CIA director said it was too. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are theories, aren't there? You know, that it could have been, you know, placed there. So it's not so much of a jump, is it, that it's used as itself as a ship? You know, theorizing using rock or a planetoid object that's already up there saves you bringing that mass to orbit. Because the Scots are crazy. Exactly. The Romans couldn't handle it. They're just deep frying everything. Build a wall. Keep them out. I saw another flash out the corner of my eye. The Dark Side of the Moon has a hybrid base. Ooh. And I used to think the moon was made of cheese. I watched too much Wallace and Gromit. Is it not? Oh, look, we're losing the battle with the clouds, guys. Worried if I turn the camera any more to the left, we'll unscrew it. It'll fall off. Hell no. I took one look at you guys and went, oh my god, no, it's too much. It's too much. So we'll just build a wall here. That's quite the achievement, guys. Well done, Scotland. It really, when you actually think about it, though, like, going back to a bit of the history around here. Oh, how you doing, Electron? Vinny, how are you? When you think about the Romans, like the level of civilization that what's there, and like what they brought to this country, and then they just left it, and then think about how far backwards we went, like, in society, like the difference in life and governance and structure and architecture. It's just living in the ruins of an ancient civilization like that. I'd never thought about it before. It's crazy. The sheer, going back to sticks and stones, compared to being quite technological. And Shannon shared the live. Thank you, Shannon. But since I can't, I may just build a mini castle in Northumberland. Whitby or Cornwall. Either one of them. Very scenic. Do what that one guy is doing and build the Lego, build the castle out of 3D printed Lego. There you go, Agent X. Build yourself a Lego castle. He's got his plans online, so you can copy him. Roman arrows today. Oh, what, like original ones? Roman roads still exist, but our roads are covered in potholes. Yeah, they built things to last. Not like the councils nowadays, is it? Things did last. Did you know, side fact here, the Colosseum in Rome there, the only reason that we still have any of it left is the church wanted it kept because that was their procession route to the Vatican. There, so the bit that faced the Vatican, the peasants weren't allowed to dismantle for stone because they wanted the nicer view they overlooked at it. So they kept that there. That's why we still have part of it. But have you seen like the old etchings and drawings from, what it looked like back in the day, like post-Roman fall, but like they had like houses built in the ruins of all this stuff. It's like trying to get your head around that. Or you've seen the drawings of like, in the Egyptian ruins as well. There's just farmers herding goats and stuff, and it's just such a weird. Looking at that structure, it's kind of like we do our post-apocalyptic films now, when there's a sort of a desire, isn't there, to see our civilization with weeds and stray dogs. What would that look like? But it's like looking back on those. Very cool. Love to go. I would. Yeah, same. Very much the same for that. My old man's doing a trip, but I think it's very ambitious because he's got 12,000 children. They're driving in a couple of weeks. To Rome, all the way across Europe in their Land Rover, which is a Land Rover, so it's not very reliable. We have 5 children, I want to say, and all the stuff, and they're going to do tours of all the various places. And it sounds fantastic, but also that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I love goats. Goats are cool. Goats are kind of like geese. They get a bit of a bad rep sometimes because they're cheeky and sometimes a bit hissy or aggressive, but they're softies, really. We was in the New Forest the other week, made friends with a goat. Not a goat, sorry, a goose. Never met a friendly goose, actually, before, but this one, he just wanted to be stroked. Hissed at everybody else. It's absolutely adorable. So I want geese now. I want goose. If you give a goat a fright tips. Oh, are they those fainting goats that I've seen around there? Goats are just hilarious. They're just like, they just go, huh, poof, and like just headbutt each other. I'm like, that's brilliant. Just constantly nutting things. His goats were always on his farm house roof. I had to climb up and get them down, little shites. I watched a brilliant one yesterday, and it was like some poor Irish farmer. He's in his barn with his sheep, and there's a shoop, and he's on top of the hay bales like that. And because they go up quite high, the roof of the next barn is next to it, and he's going, "Don't you dare!" No, that was a poor. It wasn't even an Irish accent. But it was an accent. Don't you dare! Don't you go up there like that! And the sheep looks at him, and goes, "Bah," and just hops onto the roof. And like the rest of the video is him chasing this sheep, like from the ground as he's hopping across all of the barn roofs up really, really high. It's like, oh, hilarious. And you can. I've seen this, and that is the only thing that would get me to do yoga. Are you sorry of it? Yes, hilarious. The little shites. I'd love that. Have you seen? Is it? I can never remember which one. The ostrich or what's the other big bird one? Emus. That's it. I can never remember which one it is, ostrich or emus. But they have. I'd never seen this before. They do a mating dance, or it's not a mating, but it's like to woo the other ostriches, and they put their big feathers out like this, and they go. Like that, they wave that, and they get down on the ground and do that. It's actually hilarious. But apparently, yeah, if you go up to the ostrich, I think it's ostriches that do it, and you do that, they will immediately just start doing it back, and it's just the silliest thing to see. And so I'm trying to find some local ostrich. Oh, it is an emu. There I go. I'm trying to find an emu to do that with, because I think it's just absolutely hilarious. When you gobble back to turkeys there. Like the guy in Pompeii with a goat. Wait, is that going to... I don't know what you're talking about, Beer Buster, but I'm guessing, and knowing the Romans, I think I can guess. Is it what I think it is? Was there a Welsh guy visiting Pompeii there? And thank you. So it was Shannon. It was an emu there. It's like goat. So you do yoga, but then there's little goats like... They just let them loose, and then they just kind of jump on you whilst you're doing your yoga and get on with it. Many a good time fighting goats, the young Yorkshire man. That's how you earn your manhood in Yorkshire. Goat yoga. Oh, it's a whole different meaning. I tried to miss his there. It didn't work. I just buried my head in the sand. It's pretty good. Oh, it looks like we lost it now. Look. Let's check if there's a gap on the other side of this cloud. Hold on to your hats. Oh, maybe? Or is that just a bright star? Maybe? Not really. That is a shame. Well, we got some in there. Oh, Foster. It was then. Beer Foster. I hadn't heard of that, but I am not surprised at all. There. Manhood in Yorkshire involved. Caving, haunted mansion, hide and seek, and goat fighting. And that put hair on your chest, wouldn't it, there? If I had to go, oh, name Gary. Gary Goat. I like that. That's good. How you doing, Blue Nose? How has your week been? Oh, and there we go. It's Tommy. We were talking about you, Tommy. How are you? Hope you're well. I was just saying, I don't remember seeing you and Agent X in the same chat at any one time, so I think you're the same person. Called it Bert and Gruff. Yeah. The dream is a petting zoo there. And, Rob, how are you doing? Hope you're well. A UFO was spotted yesterday over the Atlantic there, heading towards New York. Turned out it was my missing patio table. Is it windy over in Essex? How have you been? And my ears are burning and I had to seek you out. The alarm was going off like the bat phone. You're summoned. If you say Tommy Scotland 3 times in a chat, he will appear. I think I would name 2 female, Xena and Shannon there. Yeah. Well, that's what we should do. We should get animals after all of you guys. And rather than doing the Starship Allen, it's just a live view of a petting zoo. And you go, there's Agent X, the long-haired rabbit, and Princess Warrior, the classic. Shannon, not Shannon in chat then. If you say Agent X 3 times, I will appear. Because you're the same person there. I was going to say. Oh. Elephants, your spirit animal. Elephants are so wonderful about elephants. Leanne was sponsoring one in her mum's memory for a while because her mum loved elephants as well, and they are just they're so playful as well when they're young. They're quite funny. Just a bit of a breeze there. I remember, Rob, going back a few years down to my time in Essex there. In fact, I was a younger man, and my neighbour of a similar-ish age, we needed somewhere to kind of like hang out when you're younger, you know, away from the folks. So we kind of commandeered the back of his garden, and we had a gazebo there. And this gazebo was only a cheap one, but it lasted quite a while. Old sofas ended up in that place, and we used to use it for nefarious activities. And one day there was this storm. It was a horrendous gale, you know, like full-on hurricane level winds. And I got a call, and he says, I could hear him in the background go, goes, "Come to the gazebo, we need your help, I'm fighting for my life." So I looked out the window and see into the garden like this, and it's just being battered and flying like that. And it was like one of those, like, you know, disaster movie sketches like that. We're both holding on to this gazebo, soaking wet as the wind's rapping through us like that to save our little den of nefarious behaviour, and holding on to it for our dear lives as everything else was getting blown away in this hurricane around us. And eventually we let go. And off it went, never to be, well, most of it never to be seen again. That was the end of the gazebo. It's fun times there. And, Blue Nose! What's that, Galaxy? And a Starman. Blue Nose, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you there. And it's very on brand for the stream, but thank you there. What have you got planned for the weekend, Captain Blue Nose? Up to anything good? We should have some good sky watching ahead of us as well. Yes, we should have a good few days next week of some really clear days, if the weather holds. I think, as Scots people call me, I can't even pronounce that. It's only fair I can call a hero Tommy. The crew here need a Hack RF1 update launch. So sadly, launched a satellite. What, Tommy? Could tell us more about the satellite, but no. So they turned us down. They wouldn't let us have one of them, sadly. But we are, guys. So if you're new in the chat, the manufacturer Nuelec are giving away free starter kits, SDR radio starter kits. So what we use to do the alien radio signal hunt. So you'll be able to start doing that yourselves. They're giving away free sets of those. All you've got to do is join our Discord community there, link in bio. Go to the competition section, type the word alien in there, and then at the end of the month we're going to do a live draw. And I think there's less than 30 people that have entered. So, you know, that's a 1 in 10 shot with those free sets there. So do get over there and get to that, and you can start hunting over 18, UK, Europe, and North America to be eligible there. But yeah, sadly, no Hack RF1 just yet for us there. We had a big 6-foot trampoline that went sailing off over the neighbour's garden during Monstral. They are massive, those. I love those trampolines. They are amazing. Did you retrieve it, or was it like it did so much damage we want to leave it? Don't claim to it there. Oh, I'm off the football because I'm a season ticket holder. I'll be drinking a couple of beers tomorrow there. Oh, no worries. Well, I hope you have a fantastic time there, Blue Nose. Who is it you support? So we'll forgive you, but hopefully Blues fans. Is that a clue? It's not Blues as in Southend, is it, Blues? That your name has been there the whole time. Oh, it's, your nose is your name is football. How did I not know that one? It's Birmingham. Ah, there we go. There we go. So the Blues, it's always Southend, because I come from Southend. When I hear the Blues, I hear, I think Southend for that, but no, Birmingham there. It's a sin. I'm insulting it saying Southend. Free the gazebo one. Rumour has it he's still out there. looking for the remnants of that gazebo. Me and the two guys were fighting it for hitting their van, which just had a new canary air. Oh my god, yeah. When the wind does get up there to do paint job, yeah, that would have been expensive there. And I visited the castle and armoury. Shannon sent treasure box. Guys, thanks Shannon when you claim the coins there for that one there. I don't want to get a trampoline, but I think my neighbours would think I'm a mentor because I don't have kids. I've had the same thoughts, and I think they probably would, is the answer to that. But sod it, you only live once there. And Shannon, thank you for the gift. That's very, very kind. And we are blue. So that makes sense now, Blue Nose. That makes sense. See, me being out of the football world, I haven't picked up on it, but now I know. I feel like it's a crime that I didn't know that now. But thank you for informing me on that one. So, what does your team actually win though? Because I keep having this argument with family who are like Southend supporters, and you probably know that team doesn't do very well a lot of the time. I go, but why do you support it? And it's because we always have, and I suppose that's loyalty. I go, but I mean, sometimes old dog back of the barn. Well, good luck to Birmingham as well tomorrow then. Where are we? Yeah, I think just get the trampoline. They are so much fun. You've got to get all of your trampoline trimmings as well. You've got to get the safety cage. And all of that stuff. You don't want to fall off. I always worry about getting my foot stuck in one of them. Don't worry, Beer Buster. It's all good. You're allowed to just have us on in whichever way, shape or form. If you do tap and like and all that stuff, we do appreciate it. But it's not part of the requirement. Just hanging out and being cool is all we ask. That. Oh, V, you better do. You better do it. And you might inspire me to do it. And then I'll be in a cast. I honestly, hours spent on trampoline. How old was I? Remember when those trampoline parks were a thing? I think that they might still be a thing. But as far as I know, a lot of them closed down now because of all the claims. But I went to one and it was technically for my birthday, so I got just a handful of people. Pete was one of them that we knew, and me being just not the most athletic or fit person that's ever existed, and it wasn't that long ago. I think I must have been like late 20s, so I was far too old for this trampoline park. But I thought I've got to try one. They look bloody awesome there. But I just got knackered pretty quick. But I'd definitely do it again. I probably would keel over, but I definitely would. Kate as well.
Nom nom nom. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for feeding Alan. I sell trampolines that during high winds blow back to my shop. It's a money waterfall. Just like on elastic there, you know. That and wheelie bins that come home as well. Yeah, it's all... Invited to a trampoline park with my superhero team. Oh, AX, you've got to go. You've got to go. It is fun. It is fun. If they still exist, I think. There. Where are we? Over on the side. Someone asked me if there was anyone scarier than Zelda from Terrorhawks. I said, yes, funny credit there's for the oldies there. Terrorhawks rings a bell. Were they toys? I was enjoying a trampoline today, and that was not in my garden yesterday. Free trampoline? No complaints though, Rob. No complaints. I mean, if one blew over, I would tolerate a few crushed, flowers for a free trampoline. With your mini goats, yes. That would be cool. You could sell tickets to that, Agent X there. And I heard that if you steal someone's bounce, you can break a leg. Yes, you can annoy people by stealing their bounce. If you time it right, you can take the energy out so that they just land on the bottom. And I'm having flashbacks to pissing off childhood friends now. If you work together as a group and get the bouncing just right, when your mate's meant to be bouncing up, you can double it, and then they just hit the floor. Oh, fun times. I want to go to a trampoline park now. Probably be like 2 minutes now before I like keel over, out of breath. Oh, there. And there's more coins, guys. Do remember to collect those. And Tommy, we should do an advert for Facebook for trampoline recovery. Trampoline recovery. That sounds like a Vic and Bob sketch. There, I love Terrahawks. There, trampolines. So you got one fan over there, Rob. Remembers the Terrahawks, and trampolines are the #1 thing that closes railway lines. You know, is it really? Makes sense though. The cubes and the sphere things in the Terrahawks. One old Tick as well. An escape window from house with the net of the trampoline rescue. MI6 used trampolines as a way to get their truth out of spies by counselling their bound. Just the frustration there of the lack of satisfaction of not getting the bounce. Oh, trampoline is outside a gazebo. Might be a good sport. I mean, I'd watch it. I definitely would there. You did a TikTok about a trampoline. Oh, hold on. Can I... Does this work if I open up... Because I managed to open up Blue Nose's TikTok page a second ago. Where's this TikTok? Oh, it's working now. I never used to be able to do this. Opens it on a separate tab. The whole world has been opened up to me. Oh, I can't see it at the second. What's that one? Oh, what a goldfish. Mars. Where are we? I once jumped out on my first floor window after watching Superman 1 with my cousin. Impressionable. Sprained my ankle on a trampoline once and I fell off it and caught my ankle between the springs. That's my greatest fear, Shannon, is catching my foot in between the springs. Did your ankle snap off? Because that's what I think would happen. Passed out of shock laughing. Just to see you dropping past. Went blue and oh my god. Oh no, that'd put me in a grave at this age. You need a very large trampoline to make sure you're nowhere near the edges. Have you ever done one of those inflatable water park things? They have them on, like, I don't know, on lakes and things now. It's like a inflatable assault courses and various activity things for adults out over the water and stuff. And I kind of made... Me, Pete and my old man went on a surfing holiday, God, a long time ago, a couple of days, and there was one of those water parks near Newquay, so we went to that one, and it was... Many interesting things. I think we told you the story about the missing GoPro from that trip. But those things are slippery as hell. And there's just this image of me and Pete climbing up like the ladder to go onto this top bit where you jump off on one of those airbags and it would launch somebody. We're climbing up. The old man's in front of us. We're climbing up behind him. He's not very nimble. He slips. And bearing in mind, this is about 15 foot, but water at the bottom anyway, falling like that. There's just this group of small children at the bottom looking up, watching my old man come hurtling towards them like that. And go, ah! They dispersed, but it was a close call there. And then launching Pete on that said bag. So you jump first, you launch the person off, then you jump. But if they're not ready, you jump it right. They fly through the air. Oh, now that, if we hadn't have lost the GoPro, that would have been Patreon material there. And a good trampoline, a good place to sit and drink fruity ciders with my mates inside. I have heard that, but I've never done it. I said, sleeping on them at house parties. I was climbing a 60-foot tree in a storm and got stuck for 6 hours. It wasn't a lightning storm as well, was it, Ajax? 15 more coins to... Oh, my God, guys, you're slacking. Leaving the coins there. Got to thank Shannon as well, though, for those. Where are we? They are absolutely there. I'm going to get a trampoline so me and my kids can lie in blankets and watch the start. Oh, they'll love that. That'll be awesome. I would love to do that. Problem is, I'm in here streaming now. I don't get time. Leanne last summer, she was out there with the camera watching the sky. I was stuck in this room, in the green, overly hot room there. I'm surprised, because I think I would be too. See, I'm ordering one after the stream. Use my code BOUNCE, Alan Bounce for no % off. There. It's been a brand integration all along, guys. I've been just trying to secretly sell you trampolines. It's the long sell, but we've got you hooked now. I can think of worse body parts getting caught in the springs. I remember the spring chest expanders and catching my... Oh, I remember those things, yes. Oh, didn't even think of that, but yeah. I think the dumbest thing I've ever done was run face first into a patio window and break it. Oh. I mean, I can see how it happens though. I don't think I've run properly fully into it, but I have got like to that last second of there's a glass door there. So it does happen. Trampolines are the most fun after a large kebab and a banana milkshake. Oh my god. Yeah, if you want to clean it down. Just bury it a bit so someone doesn't get a free one. That's wise. And it looks smart. There's trampoline sales in the UK have just soared due to this live. Yeah. Argos are sitting there going, oh my god, what's happened? Order more trampolines. There. Check out a comedian called Tom Stade. His early stuff was absolutely amazing. He kind of didn't ever break through properly. He did like, I don't know, what's the show? Mock the Week. He kind of got to do that once or twice, but he never got picked up on it. But oh my god, he's Canadian, but he's absolutely hilarious, and he does a lot of trampoline jokes about that sort of stuff from back in the day, and buying meat from a van at a market as well, which is a hilarious thing. My mates once walked me into a concrete lamppost and knocked me out on the way to school. But that's what friends are for, Agent X. And you know, there is actually a reason why guys do that sort of stuff. That, you know, it's not just guys being dicks. There is actually a evolutionary sort of biological reason why we do that, and it is testing to see what people's tolerance levels are in your group, to know how much you can rely on them, like if you're out hunting or running from a predator. That's why it's there. That's why we take the piss out of each other and break each other's bones. Me and my boyfriend caught my brother's a 14-foot trampoline for Christmas. They love it. Oh, brought my a 14-foot. That is massive, and that is cool. I don't think I could fit a 14-foot one in the garden. That's tempting. And my teacher asked me why I spent all day dreaming. Do a backflip off of a wall. Did it land it on your head? Oh, yeah, that's how I don't even forget that far round. If we're all confessing, I woke up on a bridge in a city I'd never been to, clutching a tin of soup. I've had days like that. I've had nights like that, Tommy. I've definitely had nights like that. But the important thing, Tommy, is what soup was it? And what you need is a trampoline and a neighbour with a swimming pool. You can claim it was an accident. You ended up in their pool. It's the practice bounces, though, there, Rob. Like, how many times do you get that wrong before you realise how much bounce you need? You go, oh, I've ended up in the rose bush. Oh, it's the shallow end. It seems I spent much of my childhood as a stunt kid and unconscious, and it set you up for a life of adventure. Definitely mushroom soup. Oh no, it was cream chicken soup for those taking notes. Was it branded though, or was it Tesco's own? That's the real one. I've woken up before with my hand in a kebab, okay, and my hand was stained red with kebab sauce. I mean, you are giving party girl vibes there, V, and I can see that. You've got a kebab hand. That is the old kebab hand. Let's make it like it's a common thing. It's not, but we'll pretend it is. If Mum resists Fred, I'll get the Yorkshire slipper. Old school. Oh, it was Heinz that have standards. Yeah. But the city was Slough, so, you know. God, some of the states that I've ended up. I'll have to tell you my near-death experiences at some point from those. And there is a peace. There is a peace when you get to that point. I tell you, there was. There's been many an adventure. It's like the time I dyed my hair blue and it stained my face too. It was full on smurf for a week. Oh my God, that's what I would do. Luckily, I've never dyed my hair. I just cut it off. It went grey, sod it. But that's exactly. That's brilliant. Oh yeah. There's no time like the present. I mean, I'll have to grow it out first. Look, while I've been share stories, we've missed 22 comments in 6 years. Actually, yeah, we've just been chatting away, missing all the aliens. They've been there doing a dance. Literally had a 10-minute blackout in a pub toilet. Other than that, I've never woke up but not knowing where I was. Or, I mean, that's still pretty good. That's a good one. I mean, the near-death stuff there as well. It's got a long story. It's a long setup for it. It's a long setup, but yeah, it's how would I even start it? No, it's too long for tonight. It will take me about half an hour to get through it because it's a series of unfortunate events, and yeah, I think that was number 2 or number 3. I'm thinking of there. Next time, yes. Remind me, and I'll tell you when we're a bit earlier on, because oh God, I was meant to come off at 30:30, but we've been chatting away and having fun, haven't we, guys? So my hilarious misfortune next time. I'll tease you though. After the near-death part of the experience, it turned out like the film Superbad, kind of. If you've ever seen that one there. If you had a 10-minute blackout in a Yorkshire toilet, you would wake up in a miner's hat with coal. That's how they used to employ you. Have to do a 12-part story time on TikTok. Yes. But then, like, you know, just the general public will see my stupidity. And us to you too, Pluto. Oh, I love hanging out with you guys. But yeah, so we're coming up a bit later now. Shame that the clear skies come back now, typical. Anyway, guys, I'm going to come off for tonight, but you've been wonderful as always there. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend with everything you guys are up to. Blue Nose, enjoy the football as well there. And I hope enjoy Kew Gardens, and everybody else, yeah, have fun with what you're doing. We should be on tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a Skywatch again tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. And Marshall as well there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard, and hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow and later on. We're going to have some good, clear nights later on in the week there. Still waiting for the Sam experience. 1080p. There will be a film one day, I'm sure. There. Shannon, here's a little story before we go. Don't worry. I was routinely in primary school and junior school and everywhere until senior school, and it happened a little bit in senior school as well. I was always, at the beginning of the year, when you'd get a new teacher, right, they'd always call me Samantha, because there was also in my class was a Samantha with the same last name. So every year they would get us confused, and it was repeatedly, I was always Samantha. So don't worry, it's happened for a long time there as well. But night, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you for all of your wonderful support in all of your ways, tapping, sharing, gifting, Patreon, and all that other wonderful stuff, helping us improve what we do. And if we keep talking, we can keep him here till 2 a.m, which you did during the summer. Yeah. I'm trying to be better with my sleep there. Must have been a portal. Excellent. Well, but thank you guys across the platforms, and a good night. We'll see you all tomorrow there. One last question. No, I'm going. You got 5 seconds. You know me. I can't not. Trying to keep me hooked there. But anyway,